gonna try to focus on the camera. This is my second time trying to record this video. I'm supposed to just go free with it, and I'm gonna do that, but it's a lot harder than you think to just be free flowing sometimes. I want to talk about being a martyr. That's where I want this message to go. As people, especially spiritual people, it can be really easy to tell yourself that you're doing the right thing by suffering, especially if it means that somebody else would be comfortable. The reason why I feel like being a martyr is like dangerous is one, because you don't realize that you're doing it. If you're really being a martyr, like usually you don't go in with the intention to suffer for someone else's benefit. The other reason why it's not good and why it's dangerous is because it's praised. And I can go into worldly reasons why I feel like being a martyr is praised. I also feel like it goes into religion and like just the times that we're in. There's certain religions that really praise those who die for others, like Jesus Christ. Now, obviously that is an analogy, so to speak. And I feel like that whole like dying for other people or sacrificing yourself, being the sacrificial lamb, it's not good. And I think we know that, but like, let me really talk about like why it's not good. First, you convince yourself like you're doing the right thing because you want to help the person, right? So at first it is selfish because you're like, I want to help them. I know that sounds weird, but it's like you choose to want to help someone, right? Then it becomes a cycle. At some point, you then have to really look and see like, okay, helping them in what way? Why do I feel like I have to sacrifice myself to help someone else? Like, why is that even a thing? How is that even a thing? How can you help someone else by sacrificing your own self? If you sacrifice yourself to the limit, then there is no you to help the person who needs help, right? So keep that in mind. The problem, I think, happens for those of us who have this weird syndrome that I'm picking up on for myself. You don't want to suffer, but you like to suffer if it means that you're helping others. And so like when people actually want to help you, you have a hard time accepting that help because you want to stay in this suffrage state because you feel like it's helping someone outside of you, but then you don't help yourself. Does this make sense? Leave a like if this is making sense. I'm at the point where I see like the self-destructive behavior of me basically feeling guilty for spiritually wanting to be happy and healthy. And someone really important to me told me that, like, you can't feel guilty for wanting to be spiritually healthy. And as crazy as that sounds, like, because I read cards, I constantly connect with spirit every single day. I'm not perfect, but I know my connection to spirit and to God, right? So you would think that I would not feel guilty for being spiritually healthy, meaning protecting my energy. But y'all would be surprised if y'all know the shit that I've dealt with for years. Like, that's just the real deal. I think sometimes when you are spiritually aware of yourself, you obviously have to go through life, but like sometimes it's like the type of tribulations that you have to go through be like, damn, because you feel like you're doing everything with good intentions. So you feel like it's the right thing to do. But just because you have good intentions doesn't mean you're supposed to help it. Doesn't mean you're supposed to put your energy into it to nurture whatever it is back to life. Yeah, like my dad was even saying, he said, you can't have a testimony without a test. And I was like, yo, like that's where being like this spiritual connected person starts to get like, okay, it's like, you know, you're connected, but like those situations where spirit is going to show up for you for real, where it's like you literally see that for yourself as far as like spirit coming through for you. Then you have like a few people, those true supporters, those true people who are there for you. They see the power of spirit too through what you're going through. I can't even get into it, y'all, but those be the things that really recharge you spiritually and make you realize what you're here for and what. Not even just that. Sometimes it's just there to show you like, look, spirit really got you if you are in tune with spirit and if you trust spirit and if you have the courage. That's another thing. If you don't have the courage to really walk with spirit, I mean, you can still get through life. People do it every day. But if you're a spiritual person and you don't have the courage, you're missing out on a lot. And it does seem like you're gonna go backwards, or it feels like that. But it's like, because of the stuff that spirit has shown you, it's almost like, you're not going backwards. You know that it's only gonna go up. And that's something that obviously y'all probably can tell by how I'm speaking, that's something I'm going through right now. And it's like, I can't even be upset. I'm more like in awe right now of like, this is really happening. It's like, yeah, some shitty stuff is happening, but it's like, but the way that things are opening up for me and like moving forward, and the faith that I have, and the determination to make sure it happens, because I know spiritually what I'm bringing to the table. It's like, it's such a crazy feeling. It's like the Twilight Zone. It's like, yo, like this is big. And I think the whole point I'm trying to say with the whole martyr situation is, until you step down from that cross of trying to be the sacrificial lamb, or trying to heal others without healing yourself first, or just healing the wrong people, I think is really what it is. Because we can heal ourselves back like over and over and over, and that person would just try to tear you down again and again and again, to the point where they try to destroy things that you have, your spirit, yourself, and sometimes you as a person. Let's be real. There's people out there like that. If you value spirit, you have to then look at yourself as a valuable player. And why would you damage a valuable player that's going to help you win the game? Does that make sense? So if you know you're connected to God, and you know you have a mission to do, why would you sacrifice what God has given you to help the next person? Not to say that they're not important, but you got to focus on this one valuable person, is you. Like, you can't, not to your detriment. You can't help people. That's what I feel like help isn't, it doesn't hurt you. When you help other people, you never feel like you hurt yourself when you're really helping somebody. It's not about sacrifice, is what I'm trying to say. Whatever you're helping somebody with, it should be like something that you are sharing. It's not like a sacrificial like act to yourself. You shouldn't be less of something because of another person. Even if you're giving them something, you shouldn't feel, or you shouldn't have to sacrifice any part of your moral standings, or any part of your like physical being, or any part of your emotional stability. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, oh Lord. I'm trying, y'all. I really wanted to like explain myself, but I guess it's because like I'm going through certain situations right now where I'm having to really internalize it. And, you know, my support team, the people in my corner, they really are like, y'all, when I tell you, when you choose to go on the path that you're supposed to go on, and you really like stand firm in that, and you're willing to really like do what you got to do to make sure that that happens for yourself, and to stand up for yourself, God will send you the angels. I'm telling you, he will show you who is really for you. He will show you who is in support and who's not an agent. Okay? Because a lot of y'all are around agents. Like, that's a whole nother topic. Whoever is feeling as though like they're trying to figure out why, because they're doing the right thing, why are things not working out? It's because you're not allowing yourself to really thrive. You're just like surviving off of someone else's happiness. That's what it is. You can't do that. You have to survive and thrive. Not even survive. You have to thrive off of your own accomplishments, happiness, spiritual health. Ooh, child. All right. With that being said, I'm about to make me some tea, and then I'm about to do some readings. Okay. I'll see y'all in a bit. Bye.